My guest today was a single mom with 5-year-old twins and less than $4 in her bank account. She needed more money but didn't have time to work 2 or 3 jobs. That's when she learned about something called passive income, and today she makes money while she sleeps. Here to tell us how it worked for her and how it can also work for you are Elissa Stone and Steve and Deborah with Total Wealth Academy. Hello there.
Hello.
All right. It is so hard to be in that helpless position, especially when you have mouths to feed. You're not in that position today.
No, much different situation today than I was a couple of years ago. Just to give you a quick overview, back in 2018 was when I started my first real estate LLC. And 2019, I had 2 single family projects going on. I look at my bank account, $2.56 in my checking account. Credit cards are maxed out, and I'm looking at my twins, one boy and one girl, in the eyes thinking, what am I going to do at this point moving forward?
Yeah.
I did have to take some drastic measures. Unfortunately, I sold a ring from a previous marriage, but I did what I had to do. Fast forward to 2022, I've been able to close over $24.4 million in real estate transactions this year alone.
Wow. All right, Stephen, you know that feeling of feeling helpless.
Absolutely. When the company came in after winning a national sales contest and they cut my pay by 20 grand a year, you have to understand I was living paycheck to paycheck already. So when they cut my pay by 20 grand a year, I was now negative cash flow. Yeah. And that woke me up. It's similar to the epiphany she had when she had that $2 in her bank account.
Yeah, so that's when you decided, okay, I have to have multiple streams of income. We talked about passive income. Basically, it's that mailbox money. It just comes to you while you're sleeping or while you're doing anything else but working another job. What is passive income and how are you coming about it?
Well, passive income is when you invest in a cash flowing investment, such as real estate. So if a person has an IRA, a 401k, or they have cash, they can use those without tax or penalty on the IRA or 401k to invest in apartment complexes, self-storage, senior living, and so on. And that's what our members are doing. Then they get cash flow on an annual basis or quarterly basis that is passive income because they don't do anything in the deal. The sponsor does all the work. They find the deal, negotiate the deal, and manage the deal, and just send the checks to the passive investors.
Elissa, where did you get your money from to invest in this?
I actually, one day will be on the passive side, but I love being boots on the ground, or what I like to say, heels on the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm more on the sponsorship side. So I have multiple investors in some of my deals, and day in and day out do the nitty gritty, down and dirty work.
And as you mentioned earlier, you had sold a ring, and so the money can come from a number of places. You mentioned 401ks. A lot of people are looking at their 401ks right now and they're losing money.
Yes.
And so if they invest in the real estate, that money that was already in the 401k is actually earning more in the real estate side.
Yes, real estate historically produces about 3 times the income that the stock market produces. Plus it produces cash flow, which the stock market rarely produces.
All right, so this sounds like it could be complicated, but again, that's what your classes are for. You walk us through, you figure out who qualifies with the right amount of money to get in. It doesn't take as much as you might think, but you can make a lot. What is, like, give an example of how much someone came in with and what they're making today?
Well, I can use a friend of mine who's a member. She was a friend before she became a member of Total Wealth Academy. And she put in, this was a self-storage deal. I believe she put in 100 grand. 9 months later, she got a check for 190 grand. So, because that was a very short deal, bought and sold in 1 year. So that's equivalent to over 100% rate of return.
Wow. All right, Elissa, how complicated is this? You kind of came in with some working knowledge, but with this class, it makes it easy?
Total Wealth Academy, amazing platform as far as mentors, coaches. So I started on the single family side. I've transitioned more to the multifamily side. And hands down, I cannot tell you how much I've learned through Total Wealth Academy on the commercial side for multifamily investments and being a sponsor myself.
All right. If you would like to meet Stephen and his team and find out how to build a second stream of income, you can sign up for a free sample class at Total Wealth Academy. You can reach them at totalwealthacademy.net. You can also give them a call at 855-576-7325. Again, that number is 855-576-7325. Discover that second stream or third stream of income and also discover what it's like to make money while you sleep.